God damn it! The only one. Hello everyone. It was the only screen that I didn't put the goddamn window capture on. Hello everyone. I knew it. I was absolutely adamant that I wasn't going to screw up. It was going to be a new direction that Heavyweight RPG was going to go in which all of the streams begin and everything's perfect and really professional. Unfortunately, that's gone out the window now, so yeah, never going to happen. Hello and welcome to Heavyweight RPG. I'm Richard, your host for the evening, and pretty much for most of the TTRPG content that's going to be on the channel for the next couple of months, while AD takes a well-deserved break because he's a machine. If you are one of those who's in the know, you will have already realised that this break that he's taking is actually just so he can write more about the world that he's creating in his head. So he's not really taking that much of a break. He's just not showing his face to as many people as before. But yes, welcome to Wednesday night's new content, which is Spelljammer, in which I take a group of people who've never streamed D&D on the channel before. I was about to say never streamed, but obviously I've got a couple of vampires in the crew, and I've never actually played Spelljammer before, Tony. And we're going to run them through the new Spelljammer content that has recently come out from Wizards of the Coast. Before I get into that, though, and this is going to be fun, because when Dice of the Beholder streams, there are two sponsors. just two sponsors that I have to go through. Now there's a lot more. So what's going to happen is Bardic is going to inspire me with... Actually, I'll do the sponsors I know first, because they still sponsor us. So, quick word about our sponsors. First of all, for this entire campaign, we will, as you can see by the screen, be using Loki Battle Mats. Loki Battle Mats are an award-winning UK-based TTRPG accessory creator. There are many books of battle mats, little, big, giant sizes, and their modular book sets are full of amazing artwork that add an awesome backdrop to any tabletop game. If you are interested in finding out more, please search Loki Battle Mats on Facebook or visit lokibattlemats.com. You can see the link in chat to view their amazing artwork and shop their physical and digital maps. Second sponsor, officially, wonderful. You heard some of the fantastic, as I described it, Never-Ending Story meets Flash Gordon intro music on our welcome screen. Our second sponsor is officially Sirenscape. So thanks, as always, for the amazing atmosphere and music. You can, if you want to, add the sounds you will hear tonight and more to your games when you download the Sirenscape desktop or mobile app. In fact, you don't even need to do that anymore. You can now join the games run by your Dungeon Master by just opening a browser window, and he can feed the atmosphere and the dragon sounds, the tavern brawls straight onto your computer. So if you want to find out more, please check out Sirenscape.com, because epic games need epic sound. Right. Okay, social media. Yes, there's lots of social media. I'll do social media. We've got Facebook, Twitter. I don't know if there's an Instagram. Thinking about it now, AD has left me in charge. We could make a heavyweight TikTok and just not tell him, so when he comes back, it'll actually be a heavyweight TikTok. TBD. And yes, also, so check out on there. I will be posting more. You can join as well our Discord. A lot of you have obviously jumped into the chat and to watch tonight, because I just posted on Discord literally last minute that this was happening. I haven't advertised this at all because I've been learning to use Roll20. Thanks, Roll20. Yes, please come join the community, say hi, and geek out with the rest of us. Lots of people have joined. They wanted to leave, but we Hotel California'd them. So they're stuck here now. And eventually, those people who join randomly end up streaming with us. Say hello. But yes, I don't know how to do it. I don't. There's nothing else. I think. Oh yes, there is YouTube. I believe there's also a YouTube. If you want to chuck that link in, Bardic, you can find hundreds and hundreds of hours of heavyweight gaming YouTube of current and past campaigns that are ongoing. Also, though, if you fancy or like my dungeon mastering style and want to see some more, you can check out Dice of the Beholder on YouTube as well, where I have one very long campaign and one very short campaign on there, which Nick played. And was basically showed how rangers can actually be useful. Well done, Nick.
Leave them alone.
Sorry, you ended up with like a sniper rifle at level 3, okay? I don't know how it happened. You almost killed a dragon on your own. Just rolled really well. But yes, please check out both of our YouTubes and as well Spotify. If you want to find Fables Among Titans, When Glory Is Not Enough, or The Chronicles of Needham, you can search for Dice of the Beholder or Heavyweight RPG on Spotify. If you haven't got time or the chance to actually watch our previous campaigns, you can listen to them as well. Most of us do talk quite slowly as well and enunciate quite well, so you can actually listen to them, and I think Tony will attest to this. You can actually listen to them at 2 times speed quite easily.
Yeah, I got through Fables in about 4 weeks.
That's how long it takes to get through Fables at 2 times speed. But yes, so Spotify podcast. Sunday. Yes, this Sunday, Halloween is coming up. There is going to be a Halloween one-shot, which, again, I am running, and it is going to be basically set around the wonderful James Hake creation when he was still working at D&D Beyond. James Hake, wonderful TTRPG content creator. When he was still working at D&D Beyond, created Strahd Must Die Tonight, a wonderful condensed version of Curse of Strahd, in which you've got 4 hours to kill Strahd, or he kills you. So yes, come along on Sunday. We're going to be starting a bit earlier, but you can watch a group that I've only one of which I've run D&D before for, but that won't be true after tonight, Biggie. But you can watch us try and blunder, or watch them try and blunder their way through Ravenloft. Apart from that, yes, Dice of the Beholder does not allow rerolls. This is not a Dice of the Beholder stream. This is me taking over as a guest dungeon master for Heavyweight Gaming. So,
Heavyweight RPG.
Yes. So tonight, there will be rerolls. And in the Spelljammer and also in Strahd Must Die Tonight, we are allowing rerolls. This is a Heavyweight RPG campaign. So if I could have... There we go. Do you feel sorry for the adventurers? Monkey face. Donate 200 bits. Cheers to give the party a reroll. They can't be used on the DM or death saving throws. They don't roll over to the following week. But there is no longer a cap. Heavy W9 reroll. You've got to edit that, Mel. Also, AD, I've got more hair than AD, as the DM, can also earn a hero point or a reroll if you donate 500 bits. So yes, I don't think I'm going to need them, but, it's up to you guys. Okay, I think I'm done. So people will tell me if I missed anything. That's fine. Okay, so is everybody ready for some Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Welcome to Spelljammer Academy. You all are aware that this is a place promising recruits are trained here under the tutelage of experienced spelljammers who prepare fledgling spacefarers for the perils of wild space and the astral sea. Cadets learn the finer points of ship-to-ship combat, space exploration, and in some cases, clandestine operations. You are to be the newest batch of recruits. And after a long and arduous sea voyage, or astral sea voyage for some of you, you get to the academy and discover there is still much to do. However, that seems like so long ago now. As you all blink, and you don't know whether you've been hit by some cosmic ray that has scrambled all of your brains, but you have no memory of what brought you to this place. But you find yourselves all standing on the deck of your spell-jamming ship, the Moon Raider, even as explosions obliterate 2 of its masts and hurl a dozen of your fellow sailors into wild space. Distant stars and wheeling clouds of multicolored gas spin around you as the first pirate galleon slams into the Moon Raider's starboard side, and a gust of foul wind washes over you as the galleon's air envelope merges with your own. Seconds later, your vessel is boarded by astral reavers, humanoids possessed of strange features, waving cruel weapons and unleashing many blasts of magic and gunpowder and smoke. Your captain, Sardax, lies on the deck nearby, her body ruined by shrapnel. "Hold to the top deck," she chokes out with her dying breath. "Grant them no quarter." I would like everyone to roll for initiative, please. And let's get some... There we go. Let's quiet this down a bit. Please let me know whether this is too loud, because the music of Sirenscape, again, is going to be on the same input as everyone else and myself. So please, in chat, let me know if it's too much. Okay, and can I please get 25 to 20?
22.
22. Okay. And 20 to 15?
15.
Sorry, was that 18, John? Yeah.
18.
Sorry, 17.
Okay. And there we go. And excellent. $15 to 10?
12.
9.
12. Sorry, 12 Tony. 11 Ian. And 9.
I love that you get 9 in the 15 to 10s.
Excellent.
It's optimistic. I didn't score lowest. Wow.
For Sparky. Okay. Now, this is my major issue. I'm not going to change it over to the next screen until this happens. And this is going to stop. Hopefully, it's not going to be too much hassle next time. I will learn. But again, this is Roll20, right? So give me a break, everyone. All right? I think... Give me a second. Has everyone been granted permission? Yes, they have. Okay. If you guys could go on to Roll20 and tell me whether you have control of your own characters, please.
I can't see characters, I'm just showing their room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a bedroom sort of thing.
Aha.
There we go.
Yay.
Yes, you've got control of your own characters. Wonderful. Awesome. Thank you very much. And... Cool.
Yeah.
Even me, it seems.
Okay, so here we go. Oh, hang on. Okay. Give me a second. It'll work. It'll work in a minute. There we go. Right. I'm really sorry about this, everybody. It's my first time using it. I'm just learning how to use turns. I'll get it. I'll get it eventually.
In all honesty, when I use this thing, I still use paper for initiative and stuff.
I know. I just want everyone to. I want to try Roll20. You know, it's a good tool set. I want to try it. 18. There we go. And we're gonna add. Why isn't it? This is very annoying. Okay. Tony.
Mm-hmm.
You're in.
Wee.
Ian. Sparky. Sorry about this, everybody. Got some of it, not all of it. This will come in a moment. And then you get to see the beautiful new set Spelljammer maps that Loki Battle.Mats have made. Loki Battle.Mats, sponsors of Heavyweight RPG and Dice of the Beholder. Cool.
I can show you.
Okay. Now hopefully this'll work. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, it worked, but I forgot to get rid of the horrible edit screen. Excellent. Okay, so as you can all see, they find themselves. There are two pirate raiders that have jumped onto the forecastle forecastle just in front of you. Nick, you're up first.
Okay, let's go get him. How far can I move? Oh, am I in melee there?
Hmm?
I think I'm in melee range with them.
Yes.
Yeah, then I'm going to hit them then.
They are gonna melee.
I know the melee class doing that. It's shock now. 21.
21.
Yeah.
21. Okay. And cool. 21 definitely hits. Roll for damage.
That is 6 damage.
6.
6 for the first one, yeah. I should be able to
Excellent.
take a second one as my bonus action.
Okay.
I believe. And that is 22.
22 definitely hits.
And 7 damage.
7. Okay, 6 and 7. So you rush forward much quicker than all of your companions, get right up into the face of the Astral Reaver, and as he screams at you with slick, almost mirror-like green skin, you see your own reflection as you stab at it. And as both your blades impact and you withdraw, the Reaver does expire and is cast backwards off the ship to float through the astral sea. However, is that the end of your go?
Yeah, that's everything.
Okay. So, as you turn then to take stock of the other Reaver, give me a moment and we will find out. There we go. You look up and you see a second spelljamming ship soaring overhead, and it's raining arrows down on your part of the ship. I'm going to need everyone to roll me a d20 and tell me what the score is.
Natural 20.
Oh,
2.
So Biggie, natural 20. Nikki,
Yep.
2. Ian?
12.
A 12. Good. Tom?
12. Yeah.
4.
Sparky?
17.
Tony?
Oh,
4. Okay. Everyone rolled under 10, which is, I believe, Tom, Tony, and that was it. Was that
No,
it?
I rolled under 10.
Sorry, and Nikki are targeted by arrows. You see these arrows start to careen down towards you. Dun, 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 dun.
How did they see me to target me?
Yeah, because people in chat will discover how they saw you to target you in a moment once everyone can get a chance to describe themselves, but please bear with me. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Just waiting for the internet to catch up with me. Professional streamers, everything's fine. Okay. So. Work, god damn it. Right. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. Nikki. That is going to be a 16 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. Tom. That is going to be a 4 to hit.
does not hit.
Tony. That's going to be a 14 to hit.
Hits.
Just hits. Okay. Cool. And there we go. Nikki, Tony, you both take 3 points of piercing damage as the arrows do skin you. But next up, we have... there we go. Next, it's going to be Jazz. What would you like to do?
How far above us is this ship?
The ship above you is around about... it's only 20 feet. It would be more, but obviously when you first came to consciousness, you saw the masts of your own ship being destroyed. So now ships can get much lower to pepper the deck of the ship with missiles.
And can I see the archers clearly that are shooting at it?
Yes, you can definitely see the ones that shot at you and your companions, so that you can see at least 3 of them.
In that case, Yaz is going to look up, he's going to throw his arms and mutter some words, and he's going to cast Firebolt up at them.
Firebolt, fantastic. Roll to hit.
That is 17.
17 definitely hits. So you can hit 1.
Is this a D10?
It is. Oh, your dice or the... sorry.
No, sorry, yeah. So how can you see? I hadn't picked it up yet.
DM powers.
Oh, no. 7.
7.
7.
Okay. So, as your firebolt strikes into the archer that struck one of your friends, you see him scream. His overly large eyes, mouth, and ears just aflame as he falls off the deck of his ship, trying to pat out the flames as he plummets into the Astral Sea. Is that the end of your turn? Do you want to move?
Can I see anybody else on the deck with us apart from the one at the helm?
As you look back, because it's quite a long ship, the entire ship itself is like over 100 feet long. Easily maybe 150 feet. As you look back, there is a large fight going on the main deck, but this seems to be quite well in hand. The helm itself is very well defended, but it's up to you. You have been told to hold the forecastle. It's up to you what you'd like to do.
And sorry, last question. I'm not going to be. I promise I won't be one of these players that comes.
It's okay.
This thing here, if you can see me pinging it.
Yes.
How high is it?
Oh, that is just a like half your height. It is just like a fence to hold on
I'll stay
to.
After all of that, I'm going to stay where I am then.
Okay. At the end of your turn, then, give me a moment. And okay.
Already?
Okay. There we go. Fantastic. Okay. At the end of your turn, another Astral Reaver appears, jumping down from the ship above as it moves off. God damn you. Work. There we go. And lands right next to you. It does, however, not take a turn. Bobby.
Okay, I'm going to, seeing that one just land next to us, I'm going to try and get into a flanking maneuver.
You can do so, yeah?
Yep, so, hang on. Can I, to there?
Yeah.
And I'm going to sneak attack it, if that's possible.
Absolutely. You have a companion. Well, you have advantage and a companion within 5 feet of the enemy anyway, so yes. You can absolutely add sneak attack to your hit, if you hit.
Yeah, I'm going to use my rapier.
Cool.
So... 12?
12. Ooh, give me a second. Just want to make absolutely certain. Yes, it just hits. 12 is their armor class.
So...
Sneak attack, roll weapon dice, and add the d6 for your sneak attack damage.
Okay. That's 10.
Is that plus the 2 for your dexterity as well?
No. So 12.
Okay. And I think it's only, 1d6 at this level, that's fine. Okay. So 12 damage in total?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay. So, the Astral Reaver, screaming in Bobby's face, trying to get revenge for the shipmate. Streaming in Jars's face, trying to get revenge for the shipmate that he's just set aflame. As his scream dies abruptly, Jars, you see just the point of a rapier just stick up through his chest, and the Reaver falls, leaving your companion Bobby standing in front of you.
Hi.
Quicker next.
Okay. Is that the end of your go, Biggie?
Yeah, that'll be the end of my go. I can't do much more else, so...
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, at the end of your go. Okay. At the end of your go, to reinforce their friend at the front, and then to stop yourselves from getting too cozy and going for reinforcements from behind, 2 more Astral Reavers appear on deck. Hipley, what would you like to do?
So, I'm gonna see him land on the deck. I pull out my rapier and my pistol and shoot him in the face.
Okay, go for it.
Ooh. Tickler might not suck. That's a 17.
17.
Yeah.
Wonderful, yes, it hits.
Wow.
You hit something, Tony!
What is this feeling? 6, 7, 8 points of bullet damage. I don't know, pointy damage. Piercing. Yes.
Cool. So,
Blast it and then I blow the smoke off end of my gun.
excellent. How many points of damage again was that, sorry?
8.
8. Okay. As the boom rings out, even over the explosions going on around you, you do see the Astral Reaver look down now with a huge puncture wound in their form. But as they look back at you with huge fangs, too massive for their maw, you'd imagine they can never close their mouth. And some of these teeth have been replaced with just metal spikes. They just rage at you. They are still standing.
Ew. Yeah.
Is that the end of your go?
I'm going to just, after blowing top of my gun and feeling all nice about myself, I'm going to flounce backwards a bit.
Okay, you're going to move away, yeah? Okay. Okay. Is that the end of your go?
Yes.
Okay. The end of your go. Dun 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 dun. Okay. An explosion rocks the ship. I am going to need everyone to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, come on.
Oh, wow.
I've got to remember how to do this. It's been so long.
Dexterity save.
Yep. Dexterity save.
18. Look at me go.
5.
5.
We do have 2 rerolls.
The rogue rolled a 5, right? Just throw this out there.
How do I do this? I've forgotten. It's been that long since I played D&D.
On D&D Beyond, it's nice and simple. It's literally just in the section under your ability scores should be saving throws. If you want to click on the number, it'll roll it for you. But as a rogue, your dex save should be your dex bonus plus your proficiency.
Yeah, that's 16.
16. Sorry, Ian?
9.
9. Okay. Tom?
Sorry, 16.
And Sparky?
12.
12. Excellent. Okay. So, as the ship is rocked, it almost just kind of tries to roll in midair before gravity reasserts itself. You look around. Unfortunately, the roll was way too much. And Ook and Fluffy, you are prone. Which obviously means you have to use half of your movement if you wish to get back up on your turn. As it happens, it is now your go, Ook. What would you like to do?
So I would like to stand up.
Okay.
Have my movement.
Okay.
And I will then
No.
this way.
Okay.
Then move move down to this one and hit him with my quarterstaff once across the face, and then flip and hit him with my foot as a bonus action. So attack with quarterstaff first.
Very nice, very nice, very nice. Okay, roll to hit.
Does a 24 hit?
A 24 definitely hits.
And that would be 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage.
And then, just
Okay.
for good measure, I'm going to flip over and try and hit him with my foot.
Okay.
Unarmed strike. For 14. No, sorry, 10.
To hit.
10 to hit.
Unfortunately, your unarmed strike, he does just dodge out of the way. However, actually, no, he doesn't dodge out of the way. Your unarmed strike misses purely because the first hit, like, straight up killed him. So yes, with the gunshot wound in his chest, and your first strike against him, he had no reserves of energy left, and he just collapsed on the deck in front of you.
Cool.
Is that the end of your turn?
That's everything.
Okay. End of your turn. Okay, cool. At the end of your turn, 3 more Reavers leap aboard from a passing Reaver ship.
What?
Cool.
It is now stats go.
Thanks. Lots of targets. Okay. What I'm going to do is, if I can move between Jazz, between the two of them there.
Okay.
Can I see the one next to Fluffy on the foredeck?
Yes, you can. You go. Ooh, no, that's Jazz. You absolutely can.
For some reason, it won't let me move.
I got it.
I'm gonna bang on the chest, hold out my hand, and cast Toll the Dead on the one stood over Fluffy.
Toll the Dead. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No worries. Okay. And Toll the Dead, please, for the benefit of people watching and for me who hasn't played a cleric in a while, can you read out the spell description for Toll the Dead?
You point at one creature you can see within range, and the sound of a dolorous bell fills the air around it for a moment. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d8 necrotic damage. If the target is missing any of its hit points, it instead takes 1d12 necrotic damage.
Okay. So, when this decides that it wants to work, it's gone very 50s detective drama for some reason. Oh no, there it is. Okay.
Get you back, see.
Okay, so wisdom save is going to be a no. There's a 4. No. Okay. Cool.
Oh, so that is
Roll me a d8 then, please.
a whopping 5 necrotic damage.
5 necrotic damage. Okay. Fluffy, you hear some strange metallic utterings coming from behind you, and suddenly a thunderous bell sounds right next to you, having no effect on you, but the guy standing in front of you, whereas he did look healthy, hearty, and ready for a fight, now looks hurt and sick, and there's a grey pallor to his skin. Is that the end of your turn, Stats?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
For now.
End of your turn, and bum bum bum. Ooh. Okay. So, as your turn ends, another ship passes, sensing that your ship itself is on its last legs. and 3 more Reavers jump on the deck. If that was the end of your go, which it was, because said it was. This is why I'm confirming. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes. Oh no, I'm just thinking.
Okay. It is now their turn. So, this one that you just hurt gets advantage to attack Nikki, as Nikki is prone.
Yeah.
So, that's gonna be a no, I only rolled 1 because I'm stupid. It's gonna be a 19 to hit, Nikki.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Bum, bum, bum. So, you end up taking... There we go. You end up taking 4 points of piercing damage from that first strike.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, slashing damage because it's a scimitar. The second one comes around. He's also going to stab out at you.
Naturally.
Because, you know, why not, right?
Just accepting your challenge from earlier.
Natural 20.
But, well, no, that doesn't hit.
No? Crits don't hit. Right, okay, cool. Natural 20. So, that's going to be...
Emotional damage.
6.
Slashing.
It's going to be 6. 7 points of slashing damage from the second strike against you.
I'm out.
You're unconscious?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Unconscious and rolling death saves. Okay. Very cool. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. So, these two are going to rush forward to converge on Ook at the same time, giving themselves advantage, and are going to attempt to strike. So, let's see. Yeah, does a Ian, does a 24 hit?
Yeah, that one.
Okay, alright, cool. Yes, so the first strike hits you, and I'll do the second strike as well. There we go. Bada boom. And an 18.
Yeah, 18 will hit as well.
Okay. So, you take 11 points of slashing damage from their scimitars.
Okay.
You still standing?
Standing.
Still standing? Okay.
I can go.
Okay.
Dude.
Okay. This guy's gonna run around. So again, 2 strikes on Hipley.
Running around me's at least like 30 feet of movement.
The first strike on you is going to be a 16.
Yep.
The second strike on you is going to be a 20. Unnatural. Okay. You take 9 points of damage.
I'm down.
You're down?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool. Let's say you're on. Okay. And
Shoot once.
Hang on. No,
I'm
Ook.
still up.
Yeah,
I'm not
Ook.
down.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Ook's not
One
got a
hit
red
point,
cross
but
on
I'm
him.
still up.
Okay, Bobby can't be flanked, so they're just going to attempt to strike you. Okay, and so that's one hit against you. It's still going to be a 16 to hit.
Yeah, hits.
And you take the full force of their damage. You take, there we go, 7 points of slashing
Ouch.
damage. Still up?
Yeah. Yep, still up.
Okay.
And angry.
Okay. So ends their turns. I would like Fluffy to roll a death save, please.
10.
10.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
That's a success, isn't it?
It is.
Cool.
10 or above. You're alright. That's one success. Okay.
Cool. Anybody else getting Kobayashi Maru vibes from this? For the...
Yes!
I would like. Sorry, is it Jars or Yars?
Yars.
Yars. Yars. Damn it, Yars. So Yars, please. What would you like to do? It's your turn.
I was going to say, am I doing death saving? I thought I was still up.
Well, you thought you were.
Yeah, you thought wrong, sir. God, what can he do? Oh, moved. Only thing I can think to do is I will move up to this position, and I will cast Firebolt again at the one directly at the top of the stairs, please.
Okay. Go for it. Roll the hit.
That is 22.
22.
Yes.
22 definitely hits.
For 7 points.
7 points of damage. The one directly at the top of the stairs, unfortunately, was not the one previously struck. So even though he is engulfed in flames, he is still standing. Was that the end of your turn?
I will stand over. Is it Fluffy?
Fluffy.
If I can
As
still.
far as you're concerned, it's Fang.
Fang, sorry.
Yeah.
Stand either side, sort of like that. Back, you beast!
Excellent. Okay. Yeah, so that's no problem. You stand over trying to defend your fallen companion. That's the end of your turn. At the end of your turn, give me a second. There we go. Please make me a dexterity saving throw as loose rigging careens across the deck. And because you've now moved into a position, it is about to strike you and send you flying off into space.
11.
11. You just manage to duck under the rigging as it snaps past you, snapping as well, ropes flying everywhere, and it hurtles off into the dead astral sea. But it just misses you.
Surely, if that close to the enemies, they got careened off into space, by the rigging.
Oh no, it was just him. It was just him. It would have hit.
Convenient.
Yeah.
Accidentally teabagging Fang as I duck. Sorry.
Bobby.
With a name like Fang, I won't advise it.
Bobby, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna try and stab this one right in front of me, and hopefully to try and dispatch it.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. 13 to hit.
13 to hit.
Yeah.
13 does hit.
Okay. That is 9 piercing damage
9 piercing.
from the rapier.
Excellent. Okay. Now, I will say, it's a bit of a homebrew, because unfortunately you have to homebrew this, because whoever was researching medieval fantasy weapons for Wizards of the Coast, sorry for any criticisms, is an idiot. Right? A rapier, contrary to what it says in the player's handbook, is definitely a light weapon. If a scimitar is a light finesse weapon, so is a rapier, right? So
yeah.
you can, if you wish, attack with a dagger in your bonus attack in your other hand.
Oh, well, I will do that.
Okay, and for some reason you don't have... Right, give me a second. I'm gonna fix your... 2 seconds. Bum, 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 bum. If you refresh your page, you will see bonus attack dagger now on your actions page.
Okay, let's... Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Okay. Going for the bonus attack. And again, that is 13 to hit.
13 hits. Roll for damage. With this one, obviously it's a d4, you don't get to plus your dexterity because you're using it offhand and you don't have the dual wielding feat or anything yet.
No. 2 points of damage.
Just the 2. 2 points of damage. And the first one was 7?
9.
9? Excellent. Okay. You do then, as you thrust forward with both your rapier and your dagger, manage to pierce straight past or through like the very patchwork leather armor that the Reaver is wearing.
Rapier in the chest, dagger in the throat.
Exactly. And as you withdraw your weapons, the Reaver does fall to the deck, dead. Would you like to move, or is that the end of your turn?
You know what? I will actually stay next to what's the character's name?
Stats.
Yeah, to avoid any further flanking.
Okay. At the end of your turn, then. Ooh, okay. At the end of your turn, spurred on by the fact that their forces seem to be winning, 2 more Astral Reavers jump to the deck. Hipley, I would like you to roll me a death save, please.
That one.
Oh.
You have a reroll? No, reroll.
You can't reroll death saves.
Oh no, you can't. Oh no.
Okay. Ook, what would you like to do with your 1 hit point remaining?
I would like to
Rage?
hit the guy in front of me. Yeah, I'd love to rage if I was a barbarian. The guy in front of me with the quarterstaff. For 17.
17 definitely hits. Roll for damage.
And that would be 8 points of damage.
Okay. 8.
8 points of damage, yeah.
He is struck hard and looks dazed, but he is still standing.
In that case, I'm gonna bring my foot for 24.
24 definitely hits.
Hit. And then that will be 4 points of damage.
Excellent. With the second strike then, as he reels from the first strike from the quarterstaff, his face comes back just in time to see your foot come up into it. And as his head snaps back, you hear a massive crack in his neck, and he just collapses to the deck in front of you.
And then I'm going to turn and face the other guy and kind of go
Okay.
like that.
Turn and face the other guy.
turn.
Cool. Is that the end of your turn, yeah? Awesome. Dun 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 dun. Yes! A 19 on the d20 I roll for random encounters. An allied sailor from the helm of your ship fires an arrow at one of the reavers.
Just an arrow. We actually have.
There are some other crew on this ship, and as he does so, it's gonna be. Let's see. He's gonna.
It's gonna be
I'll try and hit first.
He does. It's a natural 20. It's a natural 20 on.
Praise be to God.
Give me a second. Okay, that one. And it's gonna take. Ooh, nice. 12 points of damage. One of the Astral Reavers getting ready to stab Hipley as they are down is taken in the side of the neck by an arrow and just falls to the deck, coughing blood before expiring. There we go. And stats.
No, I know the answer to this, but I'm gonna ask it anyway.
Okay.
I can't cast 2 spells in one turn, even if one is a bonus action, can I?
No. Spell and a cantrip, but not 2 spells.
Ah.
So,
Cantrip.
bonus action spell, action cantrip, or other way around. Bonus action cantrip, action spell. It's entirely up to you.
Okay, well, in that case, I believe I'm just gonna stomp my way over to Hipley
Okay.
on the deck there.
Okay.
Just touch him somewhere appropriate, and cast Cure Wounds.
Cure wounds.
Cure Wounds, yes.
Excellent. Okay.
Yay!
Alright.
So
If we get you there.
heals you
Alright.
for 7 points.
Oh wow.
Nice.
7 points of
Did you say-
damage.
Did you say I can cantrip? No, it's an action. Never mind.
Yes,
The
but
other
you
bonus action.
for future reference, yes, you can cantrip as a bonus action if you want to.
Okay, okay.
Or spell as a bonus action if you've cast a cantrip. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, I don't think there's anything else I can do.
Okay.
Yes, that's the end of my turn.
Excellent. Okay. As you see Hipley's eyes begin to flutter and look up at you
Big eyelashes.
in thanks that their life has potentially been saved, a massive explosion once again rocks the ship.
Table
You
flips.
start to see thunderous explosions start to come out of the sides of the ship from the helm. The helm is engulfed in flame. Everyone standing there is gone, incinerated. Suddenly the middle of the ship is engulfed in flame once more. You see splinters of wood start to explode and fill the air. Bodies are hurled into wild space. And suddenly, everything stops. Everything stops, frozen solid, as if time has taken a breath. The illusion of wild space melts away, and you all find yourselves in one of the magical chambers that you now remember are called the simulations deck. Your memories slowly fitting back into place. You recall being warned that your first experience during orientation of would be a wild space simulation that would be quite disorientating, just so it could test your ability to function under pressure. A hulking figure emerges from the center of the explosion. It is a massive, heavily muscled Hadozi. And as you see them raise one arm to their mouth, a massive cigar, as big as your tabaxi friend's forearm, clasped between their fingers. You see that they're missing one of their wing flaps from beneath that arm. They are wearing a military uniform. It's bristling with medals. And the air around her reeks of cigar smoke. As you can see, the Battle of Vakatha didn't go so well for Captain Sardax and her crew. Her last... What?
Did we pass?
Well,
Still laying on the floor.
her last
Assuming I'm still
battle...
unconscious.
You have been roused to consciousness.
Okay.
Her last battle makes a good testing ground for new recruits. End simulation. The ship and everything else in it disappears, and you are in a pristine, clean, white room. All about you now is just walls and walls, and you see gems of many different colours, impossibly faceted gems, but they're all in perfectly aligned patterns on the wall. And as the illusion disappears, you can see it almost being sucked back into those gems before they all become colourless and inert. As the Hadozi turns to you, I'm not sure if all of you remember, I'm Bosun Tarto. I will be in charge of your education while you're here at the academy. Welcome. I'll just go pick up your orienteering packs. And she leaves you alone in the simulation chamber as she steps outside. As you recover from what you've just been through and from this incredibly disorientating experience, you do discover through your own innate knowledge of how well connected you are to your body physically, how well connected you are to any divine powers you may have. You are at full hit points, and you have all of your spell slots. There is not a mark on any of you. Also, Hipley, your gun is loaded.
Hey.
You don't have to reload it, it's still loaded. You didn't actually fire it. However, you are now all there, standing in this simulation, having only recently met each other. Some of you traveling very recently, by boat from, chartered a galley out of Waterdeep and picked up passengers in the Moonshay Isles, Baldur's Gate, Candlekeep, Port Nyanzaru. Anywhere you could have joined that voyage. Others of the more eccentric variety found their way here on Spelljammers, or maybe a past generation did, and they're taking up their parents' or grandparents' mantle by going back out to see other worlds and wild space environments. However, now you can all properly take stock of each other. We've been streaming for an hour. Biggie, can you please describe your character for the benefit of everyone watching?
Well, I'm a rather slendily built, 6 foot-ish, maybe slightly more. Never know if I can pronounce this correctly though. Yuan Ti, which is like a snake-like humanoid figure. Pale green skin, yellow snake-like eyes, and long black hair. Not just wearing like a basic leather armor, hooded cloak. Just I'm quite trying to be quite unassuming. Don't like drawing too much attention to myself, but yeah, I'm not very good at describing. So,
And your name, or the only one you've given so far?
and my name is Bobby. Simple, single name,
Okay.
easy to forget.
I'll do it in order that you're on screen. Nick, if you could introduce your character, please.
So you can see not the tallest tabaxi. All black fur, except the tips of his ears, which are like a silvery colour. And he is the cutest thing you have ever seen. Only made more so by the fact that he's trying to look so mean and tough. And his name is Fang Longclaw. You can leave it as fluffy on there if you want.
All right, no, I am. I absolutely am leaving it as fluffy on there. Fang Longclaw, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And excellent. Okay. As you look about yourself then, brushing yourself off from your near-death experience, you realise that you are probably the smallest member of the crew so far.
Who want to fight about it?
So Yaz.
Yes.
Yeah, Tom, if you could describe Yaz for everyone, please.
So Yaz is an astral elf, sky blue skin, sort of like a yellow sort of tribal kind of face paint, piercing yellow eyes, brown hair at the front, but sort of electric purple at the back. 6'4", so quite tall, very posh, silk, regal sort of clothing. Will take just sort of a quick step back and sort of look down at Fang and be like, "Sorry about that, old boy," and sort of help him up.
Thanks.
And we'll step off them. Oh, sorry, nobody else can see Roll20. I'm looking at this screen, and I've just looked up at the stream and realised that it doesn't matter. But anyway.
That's fine. And Hipley.
Still laying on the floor is I can't really say small, but they're just under 5 foot, but very round. Bright pink-skinned gif, or for the uninitiated, hippo. They have a small shock of black curly hair that they're trying to grow out. They've got a pair of goggles resting up on their head. They've got a leather bandolier with a holster on their hip, with what they've just put their pistol away, a big chunky, almost revolver type pistol. They're wearing bits of bits of leather in trying to be armor, but they're mostly naked except for a bit of a kilt, and they've got some big black boots on.
Just looking at your character icon, I honestly thought those were your eyes.
They might be on my icon. And they are called Hipley.
Thank you.
They are they them pronouns.
Okay.
They them she.
And Ook.
Ook or Ook-hu, depending on what people want to call him, is a monkey boy, another Hadozi, kind of a slender frame compared to the Hadozi we've just met, a little bit thinner, chimpanzee-like.
Yeah, it's almost
all over.
The size difference between the bosun you just met and Ook is like looking at a gorilla and a capuchin. Right, like like the monkey from Friends. Okay, that's the size difference. Bosun Tato is
and he
massive.
actually looks. And he actually looks shorter because of his posture, and it's a very kind of like lazy, kind of like hunched over kind of posture, very kind of like relaxed, despite the quickness of movement you've seen before. And then it's wearing kind of just like streams of cloth that like it kind of looks like clothes, but like not tailored garments. So it's just scraps of cloth as like a handkerchief, as a neckerchief, or kind of like covering his body, but very loose and very kind of like open. And you can't really see where trousers or top come. It just all seems to blend together for different. Yeah, and that's the coup.
And finally, stats.
So, stats is autonym, roughly just under 4 feet tall, mostly made from what looks like polished copper, sort of solid body, fairly slim, geared arms and legs. On their chest, right in the middle, is a four-spoke gear, just sort of fitted there as part of their main torso. For anybody that has seen Return to Oz, it's kind of a slim version of TikTok with a nice little what looks like a top hat, basically part of their head, just sitting there, shining off the many lights in the hollow deck.
Excellent. So yes, as you all stand there in the simulations deck, Bosun Tato has been gone for all of 10 seconds as you look around and take stock of each other, or take each other in. What would you like to do?
Beady, beady, beady.
As Yaz helps Fang stand up, just sort of brush off. So forgive me, did you say you were wearing any clothing?
Oh yeah, it's just leather armor.
Okay, I'll just start to brush like sort of like the breastplate off of the leather armor. Sorry about that. You okay?
Yeah. He's just kind of moping at the moment.
Well,
He's very much a teenager.
I'll sort of follow. Okay, well, chin up, sort of bit slap on the back, and then kind of turn and walk away.
Stomp over.
Sit up. Thanks, Stats. Is that your name?
That's correct.
Thank you.
That's not a problem. That was an interesting simulation.
Hurt.
Hopefully no lasting effects.
Seem fine.
Oh, good. Good. How is everybody else doing?
In one piece, it would seem, but yeah, you were right. That was quite an interesting exercise, shall we say. Almost forgot like we were in a simulation there. It seemed that realistic.
Indeed. Processing.
It's an experience I've kind of had before. Maybe when I ate some mushrooms. Something. But yeah, it's kind of strange. But yeah, I'm good.
Seems a bit much for day one.
Indeed. It was a good test of our potential.
I don't know about potential. It seems like it was stacked against us to lose.
It didn't seem that way.
You see the doors at the side of the simulation area slide open, through which Bosun Tato walks in. Behind them, though, you can see another group of 6 or 7 individuals, one of whom is being carried between his companions. He is very dazed, kind of out of it, does not appear to be able to move under his own steam. They're all looking a little bit rougher than you guys are. And the doors then close. And you can't see them again.
More meat for the grinder.
As Bosun Tato coughs, again a massive cloud of smoke comes out, and they better, and put the cigar back in their mouth. These are your orienteering packs. And she hands envelopes to each of you. You open it up. The first thing in there is an incredibly beautiful, incredibly detailed picture of what you have seen, or what you saw on your approach to Spelljammer Academy. It is a representation of Spelljammer Academy as only those who have been invited or are allowed to attend will ever see. It is a... Spelljammer Academy is situated on the island of Nimbrel, a mysterious island thought of as a secret enclave for spellcasters and swords for hire. The academy itself is carved into and makes up the majority of a 2,000-foot high column of rock that juts up almost straight out of the sea from the island's west coast. It's multiple levels, connected by stairs, ramps, magical lifts. You are currently, and for the benefit of people watching the stream, this is a representation of what it looks like. I don't know how well you guys will be able to see that. However, I will also, in the Spelljammer chat, for you guys, post the map for you. Give me a... when it decides it wants to work. Where's that gone? Bear with me. God. Spelljammer Academy map. There we are. Bada boom. And into the chat it goes. Why is everything so slow? There we go. Okay. So you guys can check that out in the chat if you want to. I will also, however, probably post a much larger version of it so people can see in this. In fact, I don't need to post a much larger version of it. I will just enlarge this over everyone's face.
Behind our face.
Oh no, not my pretty face.
Give it a second.
Give the people what they want and hide us.
Yes.
There it is. Okay. So, as you as you continue to look through the pack, then you also find a handout called Orientation Tasks. Task 1, all cadets collect welcome pack from administration. This has been done. Task 2, all cadets report to quarters for bunk assignment. Task 3, all cadets report to Skydock for spelljamming ship inspection. 4, core cadets only collect service weaponry from Mr. Blip in stores. Spelljammer cadets only report to Spelljammer Nexus for basic training. all cadets, complete gymnasium assault course. There is, however, a note that seems to have been, this isn't printed, these seem to have been hastily scrawled and ripped out and handed to you. And at the moment you read them, a voice comes over a tannoy. Warning! Due to recent theft, security checkpoints are in operation throughout campus. Failure to stop when challenged will result in disintegration. And that is exactly what is written on the hastily scrawled note inside your envelopes. Tato kind of looks at you all. I am head training officer. It's my job to whip new recruits into shape and show that everybody has room for improvement. Especially some of you. Now, I will give you points for all immediately getting stuck in and not running around like headless abyssal chickens. However, next time you find yourselves in a scrape such as this, you could perhaps stay on your feet for longer than 6 seconds. Do I make myself clear?
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
How many points did we receive?
Enough. You have been accepted as basic cadets in Spelljammer Academy. Now, I don't care what your names are, you will not be around me long enough for me to learn or remember them. However, I remember a face. If anyone of your description is reported to bring my decision to accept you to Spelljammer Academy into disrepute, or have my logic questioned, I will come down on you like a ton of bricks. And believe me, the size of me, it's not far off. Do I make myself clear?
Yeah.
Pistol.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
How much do you weigh?
It's a very rude question to ask a woman.
I'm sorry.
However, quick rundown of the history of the place you will call home until you graduate. Spelljammer Academy was established so that while adventurers of all stripes explore Faerun and deal with the perils of ancient ruins, malevolent cults, and long-forgotten tombs, those who come through Spelljammer Academy on Nimbral strive to protect the world from far greater threats. Cadets of this academy are trained for service as Spelljammers and members of the Spelljammer Corps, both branches of a magical navy sworn to protect Toril and to explore other worlds beyond. Few people know of the Academy's existence, and its leaders have taken great lengths to keep it that way. The only reason some of you are here is because potential was seen. Do not squander it. You might know the old wolf, Mert the Merciless, famous in some parts of Faerun, old friend of the Lady of Waterdeep. Apparently this is a big thing. Mert is Spelljammer Academy's founder and chief financial officer. Please disregard any rumours you will have heard about his financial dealings in Waterdeep and the need for escape. He manages the institution's operations alongside a small group of powerful high-ranking officers, known collectively as the Bridge. Do not speak to the Bridge, unless spoken to. When answering questions from the Bridge, answer quickly, succinctly, and... Who have we lost? Tony!
Ian.
Oh, Ian.
Hey, please still here.
Ian will be back. I hope.
He got caught thieving and was disintegrated.
Yeah.
The cigar smoke just got too much.
He'll be back. Everything's fine. We hope.
Yeah.
Is that the sound of him taking off?
Yes. That's the sound of the general workings of Spelljammer Academy around you. Things powering up. Whenever you're ready, and if you turn your camera back on, everyone will be in the right space.
You hope.
I appear to have changed character.
They will. They will. Everything will be in the right place eventually. Okay. I was about to suggest going on break, but then he came back. Everything's fine. Stop backseat streaming. While most of the members of the bridge are from Tyrell, the Academy occasionally recruits from outside realm space, the wild space system that you currently reside in, to bring individuals with unique talent into their ranks. Gif nods towards you. Githyanki, Hadozi doesn't nod towards you, just bows. Plasmoids, a myriad other peoples. Very pointedly does not mention astral elves. Can join the cadets alongside folk native to Tyrell. The academy was founded by Mert as part of a joint investment with a retired elven adventurer, Elmandar. He operates in a little shop on an asteroid city called the Rock of Braal. If, and only if, you manage to get out there on a ship into the astral sea, you might benefit from some shore leave on the Rock of Braal. And if you think you've seen some sights on this boring little backwater planet, you ain't seen nothing yet. For now, though, you've got a list to be getting on with. What are you still doing here? You've got a list to be getting on with.
Okay.
Go! He starts clapping.
Start walking out
Okay.
while looking at the list.
Okay.
I follow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will just follow the group.
Okay. As you make your way out into the rest of the academy then, to go off on an explore, we're going to take a break there for 10, 15 minutes. We'll be back at, let's say we'll be back at 1:45. So don't go anywhere if you are watching. Thank you to those who have watched. I think we've pretty consistently had like 16, Christ, it's gone up to 20 viewers now. But yes, thank you very much for sticking with us so far. Please don't go anywhere, and you will get to know our wonderful new crew much more, I'm sure, in the second half of episode 1. So yes, please don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Please work. Please work.
Doesn't always
Please
look like
work.
this.
Please work. Please work. Hello! I think you can all hear us again. Yes, you definitely can. Wonderful. Okay, yes, we're back for part 2 of episode 1 of Spelljammer Academy Hot Shots Part 1. Lots of parts. So, I hope you guys are enjoying so far. But where we left off, all of you, after your simulated ordeal on the simulation deck of Spelljammer Academy, your introduction to Bosun Tato, your high-ranking training officer, a hulking Hadozi female, you are now left to your own devices, armed with a map of the Academy, and your list of tasks that you need to do. The next task, I believe, on your list, just as a reminder for everybody, not myself, I remember, obviously. All cadets report to quarters for bunk assignment. According to your map, you don't have to enlarge it if you don't want to. The simulations deck is, if you go from top down, the 4th floor, as this tends to be like marked as the 4th floor, and then the cadet quarters is 2 floors below you.
I'm trying to follow the map to the cadet quarters then.
Okay.
Yep, following along.
Okay.
Absolutely. Stick
Uh,
together.
Guys, if it's a bunk bed situation, can I get the top bunk? I'm a bit claustrophobic.
That's fine. If there's not enough, I can sit in a corner. I don't need sleep.
You're one of us. You need a bunk.
Yeah. We will all make sure we're all perfectly comfortable.
As you all walk off, Tato runs down behind you, and touches you on the shoulder, Yaz. But also kind of looks at you hippily, and then eyes you a little bit. Stats. I just wanted to say the rest of them are the fighting Spelljammer Corps cadets. However, you 3, if you so choose, because of your magical talents, qualify to be a Spelljammer itself. Only those with magical leaning can pilot a Spelljammer ship. You still have to go through the gymnasium course.
Oh dear.
But there are different training classes, I suppose you could call them, for yourselves. Are you, what flavour are you? Gnome?
Flavor?
Well, yeah.
Copper?
Are you arcane or divine?
I am divine. I follow the path of God.
Your gifts are God's given.
Oh yes, as is my sentience.
Right. So, and he looks back at the astral elf. You and the GIF can be Spelljammers. If any of you want to spend countless hours becoming more adept at possibly throwing out a cantrip or two, then maybe one day you can aspire to the lofty heights of Spelljammer pilot. For now, you 2 are the only ones who qualify for the lessons.
Should I just go?
No, you can stick around. You're all right. But you guys have to do the grunt work. You 2.
Okay.
It's more book learning. All right?
Yes, sir. Ma'am. Sir. Ma'am.
Either.
After the coughing, Yars will just sort of straighten the front just in case there's any saliva. This seems acceptable.
Good.
Yeah.
You still seem to be looking for your first task.
Uh,
Go, 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 go!
oh. And then very quickly walk away.
Okay. Do you want to take the stairs or the lift?
Lifts. I'm interested in how they work.
Okay. As you get to the center of this level of the spire, then you do find some other cadets, some other teachers, some other staff of the academy waiting there around just doors carved into the rock. The doors are of some strange sparkling metal. It looks like ore, but it's worked like it has been smelted. They slide open almost soundlessly, and there is a small circular room that can fit maybe 15 people. There are currently you and 4 others, all of whom appear to work there. And you can see above the door to this there is a down arrow, and above the door to the other one there is an up arrow.
Well, I guess we go down.
The other 4 step inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
I press our floor.
Okay. You join then the 2 Hadozi. There's a GIF, and there's also a young moon elf woman holding massive, like a huge sheaf of different papers. And she kind of looks up at you, Yaz, and just smiles and just turns her face away.
Yars is just kind of hands on his quarterstaff, just sort of looking straight ahead, just not really paying much. Very straight-faced.
Okay.
Glance sideways at the other GIF.
The other GIF is very tall and broad, a bit more muscular than you. Slung across their back is a very long, what you know to be incredibly well-made, well-maintained rifle. Looking at it, you can almost feel the crackle of arcane energy that comes off the rifle as well.
Mine a little bit and just kind of blush. Oh.
The GIF sees you looking, looks down, sees your gun. Reminds me of my first. And pulls out a pistol, which is almost identical to yours.
Oh, wow. Did you make yours?
I did.
Oh.
I also made the rifle. But
Nice.
considering it only does 1 shot every 12 seconds, and this thing, it spins it around in his massive hand. It's a lot more trustworthy.
Yeah, I've not made a rifle yet.
You'll get there. I graduated, 5 years ago? You'll
Are
get
you a
there.
pilot?
No!
Probably I might be a pilot.
I mean, I could have been. Certainly could have been. But
If Yars is listening, can he insight as to whether or not this guy's just lying through his teeth now?
roll an insight check. The thing is, the Spelljammer helms, they tend to be in the center of a ship. It's a windowless room. You're just sitting on a chair. Your senses going all about. It's a strange experience. If you like looking at your enemy in the eye, and with the skill of your own hand, and the steeliness of your own resolve, pulling that trigger and seeing the lights go out, you don't want to be a Spelljammer pilot. You want to be on the deck, part of the core.
Could you make a big gun and shoot the other ship?
While he's pondering that question, what was your insight check? Yes?
5.
5. You believe every word he is saying.
I'm just kind of slightly looking at the floor going, oh my god, he's so brave.
Could you make a big gun for the ship?
Yeah.
I tell you what. You come find me when you graduate. And I'll show you the gift ships.
Cool.
I don't know if you can picture in your mind right now, but the gift ships we have currently, they're cannons. Sorry, that wasn't T-H-E-I-R. That was T-H-E-Y''RE. They're cannons. They are cannons with a ship built around them. They only shoot once, but damn, does that one shot do a lot of damage. As he gets more excited in the stories he's telling, his accent gets thicker. Not something that I subconsciously did accidentally. That's what's happening. He's getting more passionate about his gift heritage. Damn.
We'll see. I might be a pilot one day. Or maybe I will join the Corps.
If you are going to be a pilot, just keep in mind, you can fly a cannon.
Sounds fun.
It is at this point, Hibley, you don't really know. He might be flirting with you. Like, this is the way GIF flirt, probably.
So,
There's lots and lots of talk about guns.
Let me show you my cannon.
You want to pilot my cannon?
luckily, I'm already.
Only last 12 seconds, but.
Luckily, I'm already bright pink.
Mhm.
Just kind of looking off into middle distance, imagining a big cannon.
You are saved from having to go through any further conversation by the doors to the lift opening.
Oh, my flaw.
Okay. So, as you get out then, there are many more what look like raw recruits immediately. Like, from what you've seen, Jess on the simulation deck and the people in the lifts themselves, everyone who has a rank or a job, they're all wearing a very similar uniform. While there are uniformed people pacing the halls in front of you, there is a large crowd coming to and fro of many, many different races, all wearing effectively the same as what you are, traveling clothes. Comfortable, normal clothing for your race or locale. However, as you step forward, a large, older, grey GIF stands there, and as they peer over a clipboard, "You're Tardo's most recent acquisitions, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You're a little auto gnome.
Hello.
We've got an auto gnome. He's the quartermaster. You might actually meet him later. You have to go pick up your uniforms, but we've got an auto gnome. I didn't think there were that many of you around.
Clearly, if there's only two on this place, maybe not.
I know, but if I had a gold piece for every auto gnome I'd ever seen, I'd have two now, and I'd be thanking you for that, because otherwise I'd only have one.
I don't know if I have any on me to give to you.
No, I wouldn't thank you. You're brand new, aren't you?
Yes.
To the academy, I mean.
Oh, yes, that too.
You're a strange but agreeable little fella. Anyway, let me show you to your quarters. And he takes you off. And as he's wandering the halls with you. Now, when you've situated yourself, you need to go and get your uniforms. You're all going to be in red. Red. Until you are promoted from cadet to sailor. Be careful when wandering the academy itself. God, that tardo blows smoke in your face. You're coughing for weeks. But yes, so, where was I?
Red.
Red. Ah, yes, your uniforms. Be careful when you're going into different parts of the academy, because, you will be stopped and possibly disintegrated if you're found in the wrong place without a good excuse or permission to be there.
What counts as a good excuse?
Permission to be there.
Oh,
Do I have to wear red? I mean, it just totally does not go with my color. It's just totally not me.
your colour, I'm pink.
I'm green.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yes. The members of the bridge are very adamant that the majority of their crew and the people they send on what they call away missions wear red uniforms.
What colour does this GIF have on?
The GIF is wearing green. Actually, no, I tell a lie. The GIF is wearing purple.
Purple.
Yes.
What does purple mean?
I'm an officer.
Yeah.
I'm just pretty good at admin.
Yeah.
Most of the other officers have a bit more of a military physique than I, and, they also have the benefit of youth on their side. Honestly, I don't know why they keep me on. But then again, if they didn't, this place would grind to a halt in an hour. So here's your rooms. And he points in. Sorry. Shows you to your room. They are dormitories. It's a large dorm. There are maybe 12 beds in there in total. And he just gestures to some of the empty beds. There's no one else in the room at this point.
I guess this is us then.
Are they bunk beds or just regular beds?
They're regular beds, all on the floor.
Yars is taking the one in the corner.
Well, you have actually been assigned beds, and they're the ones, they're all the furthest into the room, next to a window which is on the outer wall of the academy itself, and looks out on a gorgeous, beautiful view of the island of Nimbral and the sea. And as you get there, there is one bed that is yours, Hipley, the one you've been assigned to. It's actually quite an airy bed. It's right next to the window. It's near like the laundry chute, but there's a lot of open space around it. So you're quite happy, as you said, because of your potential claustrophobia.
Ah, nice.
As you walk towards your bed, though, 4 cadets march in very quickly towards the end of the bed, step past you, and one of them, a confident-looking moon elf male, throws their kit bag onto the bed, before you can get there. Change of plan, Greenie. This bunk's mine now. Go tell the duty officer it wasn't to your liking, and we'll get ourselves swapped over. Tell him you've traded bunks with Vina.
Who?
They then
Sorry?
Vina, and they point to another bed. It's the only bed in the room, in fact, that is not made. It is near the noisier section of the dorm, and it's just outside the washrooms, so would see probably the most foot traffic. And it's actually got a low ceiling above it, kind of curving over it, where they haven't quite chiseled out enough rock to make it the same height ceiling as every other bed.
And just who is this Vina? Is it supposed to mean something to me?
No, just a roommate.
I'm going to walk out of the room and cast Disguise Self on myself to match the officer, and then walk back in.
Okay.
I'm going to say to Vina, "Oh, what are you doing? Your bed's over there."
Okay. Roll me a performance check or a deception check with advantage for the advantage for the look, but still, I need a check for the voice.
Oh wow, charisma is not my stat. Oh fuck! I'm gonna take a reroll. Rolled a 2 and a 3. Taking rerolls for disguising myself as an officer. Oh wow, 17.
17.
Mm-hmm.
They stand a little to attention. These cadets appear to have been here for maybe a little bit longer than you. As you walk in, they look around a little to find out where you've gone. And then they just kind of course, sir. Whatever you say. And they pick up their bag and move it back over to the other bed.
Thank you. I'll leave the room. And just as soon as I'm out the door, just drop it.
Okay.
And I'll get a little bit in my canteen and splash some water on my face like I've been to the bathroom or something, and just come back in.
Okay. Immediately as you walk back in, Vina and his three friends, raise their fists and begin to stalk towards you.
I'm getting in on that action.
Hi.
I'm gonna step forward at that point and go, "Now, I thought you said we would be roommates and friends. Let's just, get to know each other, chill out a little bit here. No need for messiness."
Okay. Are you attempting to persuade or intimidate?
Persuade, but my main objective is to get as close to Hippie as possible so that he's not on his own.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing while this is happening?
I'm getting in there as well, ready to fight.
I am full over there.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm stomping my way to Hippie's side.
Which bed was
he'll be-
Yars's?
Which bed was Yars's? Oh, Yars's is just a lovely, it's a well-made bed, just kind of in the middle of the room.
Sat on the end of it, sort of hands on the staff, waiting to see what happens.
Okay. Ook, with 4 of your friends backing you up, outnumbering them by 1, as one of your other friends is just kind of sitting there and hasn't decided to engage yet, I will allow persuasion or intimidation with advantage.
Oh, it's cocked. I rolled an 18 and a natural 20.
Nice. Okay. They all kind of look about, or at least the three behind Vina kind of look about at you all, realizing they're not going to find any allies in your group. Or that even with one of you kind of sitting out this initial confrontation, they're still outnumbered. And you can see their resolve kind of waver. Vina stares at you, Hipley.
Hi.
You have a strange way of making friends. Round 1.
As they start to look around and things like that, can Yars cast Mage Hand and tip the bag that was on the bed by the door, which I think was Vina? Did you say?
Yeah, Vina, yeah.
Can I tip that out into the hallway?
Yeah. You hear then a clatter from behind everyone. And your attention is all drawn towards the door, and you see Vina's bag and its entire contents strewn across the corridor. And Vina kind of like looks around to see who did it.
Still on the staff.
So I would like to go, that's terrible, and walk towards Vina and go, let's help you sort that out, and kind of like pull them towards fixing their bag as a friend.
Okay. And
while doing that, try and pick their pocket.
oh, okay. Vina does allow themselves to be led towards the door then. Roll me a sleight hand check.
That would be a 13.
13. Da, 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 da. They're not going to see that with a 3. They rolled a 3. So no, they do not. They do not notice as you pick their pocket. There isn't much in there. However, what you do get is 10 gold pieces, which is, as you know, their starting gold from when they made their character. So they get 10 gold pieces. Their version of the map of Spelljammer Academy, and their list of orientation tasks. Not orienteering, because they don't have a proper map. Thank you, Greg.
And I'll continue to help them pack up their bag and go, now see, isn't life better when we're all friends? We'll have a drink later. I'll get the first round.
He smiles. All right.
I'm
Thank
just
you.
going to ask him. So, is that how you make friends? And just smile.
They just ignore you and continue to pack up their bag. The others just kind of keep to themselves and leave you there to your own devices, having properly claimed your beds. All of you, because none of you actually resorted to violence as a first reaction, get inspiration.
Hey.
You can all add inspiration to your character sheet. So, you are situated in the in your cabins. The next on the list would be getting or collecting the admin pack. Actually, this is before the bunks, but you were told to find a place to stay first. You do also see on the short list There is a small print at the bottom. Now you're having a look at the things you have left to do. These all have to be completed on your first day. You and
Okay.
and
Oh, okay.
in again tiny
Wait, what?
tiny but capital letters. You will be marked on this.
Was the assault course on that list?
The gymnastic assault course, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was.
The simulation you were in was not.
What was number 3? We've done bunks.
Bunks was number 2,
Yep.
but you were told to do that one first. There was collect welcome pack from administration. This is not just the welcome pack. This envelope. Report to Skydock for spelljamming ship inspection. Core cadets only collect service weaponry from Mr. Blip in stores. Spelljammer cadets only report to Spelljammer Nexus for basic training. And all cadets complete gymnasium assault course.
Oh God.
It said stats. Which one do we go to? Did he say Excel? Did she say Excel? To stats.
Nexus.
I core. I have to get service weaponry.
Hmm.
Oh.
And also, I think it may
you
be
were
your
correct.
choice.
Yeah, I was told I was possibly Spelljammer material, and then dismissed.
Oh.
All in on conversation.
Oh.
I think it was. Yours.
The bosun did say that you were Spelljammer material, but in the end, I think it may just be which would you want to do?
I think it's because my spell casting ability is not arcane in nature.
That is the impression you got.
I don't know whether I want to shoot the guns or fly the big things. You
Should
would
we
that?
decide whilst we get our welcome packs?
Oh yeah.
I'm wondering if we should actually be in our uniforms by now as well.
Oh. By the way, what do you think gave it away? Was I still pink? Or was it the voice? It was the voice, wasn't it?
I thought you'd done quite well.
Processing.
Well, you were very convincing.
Yes.
Welcome packs, uniforms.
Yes.
Okay, so you leave the quarters. You're going to go to collect your welcome packs.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And on the way, I just want to get into step with Hipby and say, honestly, I've been on Spelljammer ships, and what the other gift said in the lift about you being in an enclosed room, it's true. You don't really get to see anything. And, you know, if you're spelljamming, traveling across space, you want to sightsee, right? So you won't be missing out if you choose to go for.
Do I have to choose now? It seems a big decision. I don't know what my mum would have wanted me to do.
I think you need to think about what you would like to do. Do you want to see things, partake on the ship? That's where I feel most comfortable. Or do you want to have people responsible that you're responsible for? You know, all those lives in your hand on the ship.
Ian, sorry, buddy. Can you move slightly closer to your microphone, or move your microphone closer to you or your mouth?
How's that? Better?
Awesome. Perfect. Thank you.
So yeah, I think it's what you want to do. This is an opportunity for you to find your way. What you enjoy doing.
I don't know. Got thinking to do. Let's go get us uniforms.
Yeah.
And then it's Skydock as well. So do we have to do them in order?
They're numbered.
Yeah, I would stick to the order. As they say, I don't know if you've seen this at the bottom. We will be marked on these.
Yeah.
Indeed.
As long as there's no disintegrating today.
Skydock is all the way at the top, and the stores are at the bottom. So it makes sense. Anyway.
Okay.
Do we know where to get the welcome packs from? Did he say from administration?
Yes.
Well, head there.
Let's go to the lift.
So you go back
Administration.
to the lifts.
Oh, yeah.
Administration is one up from the sea dock. You can see by the color coding on the map itself. And I had to do a lot of reading for this because I could not tell with my eyes. Administration is split up with two colors, which is green and purple. Obviously, purple, you're given to understand, is the color of the uniforms of the officers, officer rank. So officers and above. But green, you've not come into contact with yet. But as you go down in the lifts, then this time alone, you get the impression more people are going up than down at the moment. You step out onto the administration dock. You remember being here before, being greeted by the hulking figure of Tartho and taken straight up to the simulation area. However, now it is a lot less busy. Most people have already been checked in, those who are going to be checked in today for class. There are a few people, not with green uniforms, but they seem to have been given green kind of sashes to place over them as they wander around. But for the most part, they appear to be wearing like regular clothes. So you can infer from this, green is probably the color allotted to visitors. However, looking around the admin area itself, you can see there is a visitors' lounge with a bar. There are some guest rooms, so the visitors' lounge does double as an inn. There's the academy reception, and beyond that, then there is a purple shimmering energy door, and you can see then behind the admin desk, guarded by someone in a red uniform, there is lines and lines of shelves and scrolls, papers. However, sitting behind the admin desk is, for some of you, a strange new sight. For others, you haven't seen them recently, but you know of them. There is a large wasp-like creature. It has two what you would say were main legs that like are used to suspend or hold up its large, ungainly form. However, it then has four arms and a very wasp-like face. And as it kind of turns almost 180 to look up at you without moving the rest of its body, it then turns around and speaks. Evening.
Excuse me?
You are new recruits.
Yes,
That
we
is
are.
correct.
This is a 3 Kreen. Those of you from outside of Toril, from off-world, would know of this, would probably know of this race, apart from you, Stats. However, Yaz and Ook, you would have encountered, or at least heard of, the 3 Kreen. My name is Sarkir. I am the head receptionist.
Oh,
Have you had your welcome pack?
Not yet.
Yes, no. Yeah.
We got these envelopes.
Good. And very well, wait here. And she kind of stands up, very quickly skitters off into the back room, and walks, as you can see by the purple tabard she's wearing, she just zips straight through the energy door. No resistance whatsoever.
Very quickly, what was her name again? Sorry.
Sorkur. Sorkur.
Thank you.
As she reappears, or runs out, or comes back, sorry, she is holding in all of her arms 6 large bags, and hands them over or places them all on the reception desk for you. All of your names are embroidered on the side of the bags. Inside, you will find a red level cadet uniform, plus a spare just in case first one is dirty. Also, toiletry bag if required. You will also find no gold inside, but you will find 50 gold piece requisition voucher to spend at Academy stores. If you want to visit Sky Dock, you would normally need to be blue level or above. Inside is a blue level security helmet for visiting Sky Dock during orientation. You must return helmet when you leave Sky Dock.
I'm glad we did it in order then. Thank you. I'm going to take my bag, pull uniform out, drop my kilt, and just start putting uniform on.
You must be very careful when traveling around Academy. We are on high alert because of the recent thefts. You must wear your uniforms to access areas you are allowed to enter. You will be allowed to enter all levels, red or below, including green, which is admin, but not record room, C-Dock, simulations deck, but not officer's mess, cadet quarters, gymnasium, Spelljammer nexus, and stores. Stay away from cargo area of C-Dock, Sky Dock only when asked to attend. Record room, officer's mess, and bridge quarters are on appointment only. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, you seem to have covered
good.
everything. Thank you very much.
My red shirt over my head. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to inspect my uniform and see if it fits.
They do all fit. It appears that at least size-appropriate versions of the uniform have been picked for you all. Yours is slightly ill-fitting stats, as most of it was made for someone with at least a more organic musculature. Yours gives you corners, basically, as it tries to, situate itself correctly around your joints. But
It's not just a tin of paint.
it's not just a tin of paint, no. Yeah, so every time he gets a promotion, you just repaint stats.
I'm for the blue.
But no, so you're all given a new uniform and a spare. Just to go over it again, toiletry bag, 50 gold requisition voucher for the stores, and a blue level security helmet for visiting the Skydock during your orientation, which must be handed back in.
The uniform
Before
bottoms,
we-
is it skirt or trousers?
There's
Uniform bottoms.
That was going to be my next question.
the uniforms do not have bottoms. It is just a effectively a tabard, sleeved tabard.
Looking through the bag and finding out that there's no bottoms to go with it, I pull my leather skirt back on.
Okay. It is. They are effectively made to be worn over whatever armor or gear you're wearing, to be cinched together with like whatever belt that you require.
Yeah, put my holster belt back on over the top.
Okay.
Just before we leave the receptionist, terribly sorry to bother you, Sorka. So, purple is officers, reds are cadets. Would you please varnish me with the information of what blue might be?
Of course, blue is sailors, those who have graduated.
Wonderful, thank
They
you.
are graduates and crew, reporting to whichever officer commands the ship they are on or section of Spelljammer Academy they report to.
I see. Understood. Thank you.
It was my pleasure.
Yars doesn't get changed here. He's going to try and go back to the bunkhouse to get changed.
Okay. The rest of you?
I'm just putting mine straight on.
Yeah, straight on.
Yeah.
I have no idea what the game is.
Okay.
Hitler has no modesty.
Okay.
I'm just going to put my outfit on over the top and making sure that my cleavage is in full show, so I rip it open at the front. Got to
Excellent.
make sure the attention is where it's needed most.
Excellent.
Let's cut it down a little bit.
I've just got that voice stuck in my head now. I can't get mine back.
Yeah. So I'll be just adjusting mine to make sure that it's flexible enough. Got like slits for my wing flaps and things like that. Just so again, it turns into what looks like rags over me or sheets of cloth.
Yeah, yours definitely is. By the way, yours is definitely cut for a Hadozi.
Yeah.
You've seen, even as you've like wandered around, just to get down here, you've seen quite a few Hadozi in these halls. Many different sizes, shapes, color of fur. You, as a Hadozi, know then that means there are lots of different family lines represented here. As the Hadozi tend to be, it's the genetics of family that determine their coloring as opposed to area. So, like a strong brown would you could all like show generationally a common ancestor. But there are lots of varying colors here, like as with yours, black and white fur, the almost entire black fur, gorilla like physique of Tarto. There are a few kind of like golden furred monkeys running around, or Hadozi running around. None of whom have very paid you much attention as you've wandered, but Hadozi tend to stick with their family unless they're off on their own adventures. But yes, yours is definitely cut for Hadozi. You're not the first one to grace these halls with your presence. And where would you guys like to go from here?
Does anybody need a spare toiletry bag?
I'll take it.
Actually, your toiletry bag, as you look at it, stats, has oil, a stiff wire brush, and like a kind of scrubbing, like a grease rag. So whereas
Wire wool and all that.
exactly wire wool, whereas everyone else has toiletries for humanoids or organic forms, your toiletry bag is actually full of what would effectively be like very simple maintenance gear.
The Tinkerer's Kit.
WD-40. As I take it
I
off,
shall,
looking at oh no, it's okay. It's for you.
Oh, yeah. Yes, that seems suitable, actually. Thank you.
Well, I mean, no. Are we waiting for who went with yours?
Well, where are you guys
Yaz.
going after this? Has Yaz gone off on their own, or
Yars will go back to the door. If nobody else is going back to the dorm, he'll sort of say,
Okay.
he'll indicate he'll meet them Skydock or sorry, it's yeah.
where
Skydock next.
Skydock next? Yeah, that's where you're
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
Put the
It
helmet on.
seems it seems counterintuitive to go to Skydock, but if that is the list,
I mean, we
And
could stop by the stores, stop by the dorm, and then go to the Skydock.
the stores,
The
quarters,
stores are the next level up.
and gymnasium is just above the quarters.
What did we need from the stores?
Back our weapons for those of us who are the members of the corps.
Oh yeah.
Now it's time to make your choice, Hipley.
Oh no.
If you wish to do that now and go to stores now.
I kind of make my own weapons. I'll go with you guys, but then
Well, you could take their weapons. You could always take them apart and modify them. Make your own from theirs.
But then you'd have to choose.
I'll go with you. Is it on the way? Where would it? Where's the?
It would be next.
Yeah. Stores
Yeah.
is next level up, and then
Okay, so I'll go
Great
with you,
claws.
and then I'll pop into the Nexus, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe an idea to view both, and then it might help you make up your mind.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay. So you make your way up then, using the lift to get to the stores. And bear with me. This decides who
Be a
wants.
pilot. I can be a core, and I can do both.
As the lift doors open, then you are presented with what should be large queues of people. You can see that they've been sectioned off by like shimmering golden tape, where people should be queuing, and like a crowd control measures which winds around in a strange maze. However, it appears most people have been here before you. The queues have very much died down. And about 20 feet in front of you is a large desk, behind which you can see through bars shelves and shelves and shelves of weapons, supplies, crates. You can see off in the distance, maybe 100 feet behind the desk, there's part of a ship just there, half constructed on a shelf. But as you walk up to the storefront, there is a large crash of metal behind the desk, and immediately popping up after the crash of metal is sorry, an autonym. He's a bit taller than Stats. He is fully clothed. He has kind of brown overalls on. You can see then he's got a purple kind of harness with pockets and pockets and pockets, in which is poking out tools, strange toys, small wood carvings of strange and fantastical animals that even in the realms of your world couldn't possibly exist. He is a strange looking autognome. He's quite stocky, almost entirely gunmetal grey materials in his construction, apart from the shining, beautifully polished black metal bowler hat he is currently wearing, and the kind of matte but tarnished. Orange gold handlebar mustache he has bolted to the front of his face.
Nice.
Welcome to Mr. Blip's Quartermaster Stores. What can I do for you, new cadets?
Greetings.
Open mouth.
It is a pleasure to make all of your acquaintances, including you, little fella. And he points at you, Stats.
Greetings. It is a pleasure to see you too. Here to collect service weaponry.
Ah, you have been sent with, I believe, your vouchers.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Do you all hand your vouchers over?
Not me.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
No.
Not yet.
Okay. It is then entirely up to you. I will allow you to do this off camera. You can, if you want, buy from the standard equipment and gear page any further armor, weapons, ammo, up to the value of 50 gold. And you can just add that to your inventory. As long as it comes from the standard armor, weapons, adventuring gear, or tools table in the player's handbook, or the equipment packs sidebar in the player's handbook, then you can have it. You can add that to your inventory. Okay, as long as it's below 50 gold.
Quartermaster?
He does explain, though. However, please be aware, no refunds are given once voucher is rescinded. Which basically means spend 50, you ain't getting change.
Quartermaster?
What can I do for you, little guy?
Sorry, girl, or they, them.
What
sir.
can I do for you, little person?
Thank you. I've been told I may be a pilot, but I'm undecided.
Oh, you need to keep your requisition slip.
You can't choose both.
I believe so. Most don't, though.
Huh.
Spelljammer Academy, where your dreams can become someone's reality. Because some people steal your dreams. I'm sorry, that was a mistake.
I'm going to go to the Nexus.
Okay.
Just gonna.
Did somebody steal your dream, Quartermaster?
I cannot remember having one. Is
Has
that
somebody-
all?
Has somebody stolen
I can
something
hear.
from me?
Someone has stolen nothing from me, though the thefts recently were initially blamed on me. However, I have a perfect record of every moment since I arrived at Spelljammer Academy, the places where your dreams... Sorry. I had, what do you call, an alibi for my whereabouts when the star charts were stolen.
Star charts.
Which star charts were stolen?
The recent thefts, star charts of realm space, your home, my holiday vacation.
Where were these stolen from?
From checking memory. Hold, please. And he kind of just, you can see his eyes, like two metal shutters come down over the white gems that are used for his eyes. And bear with me. Bum, bum, ba-dum. They were... Oh, he comes back on form. They were recently stolen from the Spelljammer Nexus training area for Spelljammer cadets, pilots of the future.
Why were you singled out as a suspect?
I have been called strange before.
I understand.
I also have an avid interest in maps. I have a collection. Would you like to see?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you have time now?
Maybe later, because we're on a timetable to get all these things done.
Maybe later. We have checklist to complete.
Ah, you are not halfway through. Better hurry.
Technically, we are halfway through. Now.
You're welcome.
Thank you. We will return to look at your star charts. I'm quite interested.
Enjoy Spelljammer Academy, where your dreams... And he's just frozen in a smile. You can't really tell whether he's smiling. The only thing that gives away any emotion on his face is the twitching of the mustache. It almost you feel like it's hinged under his nose. So when he's smiling, it goes up, and when he's upset, it kind of droops down. I'm saying this as I'm looking at myself on Discord. This is not me as a quartermaster. I do have a mouth, and you can't see it most of the time, but I do. But yes, he's just standing frozen, staring at you. You feel like he's said goodbye.
Just slowly edging my way out the room.
Okay.
I shall return.
Okay.
As we're all walking off back to the elevator, I think we should perhaps look into these thefts. May get us some brownie points if we can figure out what happened, shall we say? Because everything's being scored.
That sounds like a positive idea.
Ripley, perhaps when you and that go into look into the Nexus, you may be able to find out some more. Because if that's where they were stolen from, ask around. You never know.
Where to next?
Nexus, I think.
Is it the Nexus next? Yeah.
Yeah, you've got the gym on the next floor up, simulation deck, and then the Nexus is the one after that.
We've got Jim, haven't we? Yeah.
Gym then Nexus.
Jim is last on the list.
I suggest we save ourselves for the assault course and do that last.
Yeah, to the
I'm not
Nexus.
looking at the reaction. I'm not looking at the reaction of the DM at all.
I saw nothing.
I don't
As
know.
as they're heading up out from the stores, when they get a level up, doors open and Yars comes in his uniform and he's joining them from the quarters.
Cool.
So, yeah. Making our
Sorry,
way to
so hang
the-
on. Yaz, you were in the stores. Okay.
Hmm.
So you didn't get to meet Mr. Blip. Okay. Cool.
Mr. Blip.
I'll, as the elevator's traveling, I'll explain to to Yaz about the Star Chart theft and where they were stolen from, and potentially ask around in the Nexus about who could have stolen them or why, or just to try and earn some brownie points. Why are you smiling? I don't like it when you smile, because it's never good.
How can you tell? Is it because my mustache is twitching up now because of the hinges? Is that what it is? Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a full. Yep.
Okay.
Must be the Monopoly guy.
Okay. So, where were you going next? Sorry.
Nexus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Making our way to the Nexus.
To the Nexus. Okay. So, bum bum bum.
Before
sorry,
I get out
just
of the
worth
lift to the
mentioning.
Nexus,
Change my.
So Yaz does have his helmet underneath his arm as well, and he's left his spares on his bunk.
Okay. So, as you step off the lift,
Raid! Wow.
Oh,
thank you very much for the raid, everyone. Hang
I am
on. Oh,
Jolo.
wait. It's gravy time. Oh, no. He's got more of an inflection on the I, isn't he? It's gravy time. There we go. So, as you step off the lift into the Spelljammer Nexus, it is almost impossible. It takes a moment for your eyes to adjust. But when they do, instead of the stone walls you have become used to inside this massive pillar of rock the Academy's built into, all you can see around you are either shelves filled with books, like some grand library. But between each shelf is a huge window, floor to ceiling, staring out into... For some of you who haven't travelled through the Astral Sea previously, it's almost as if the night sky got closer. For those of you who have travelled through the Astral Sea and through wild space to get here, you know you are looking at a perfect representation of the Astral Sea, as it just flows beautifully and quickly around you, like clouds mixed with a river. Inside, or in the center of the room, between all of these shelves of books and windows, you can see bathed in reds and orange, yellows and purple light, navigational instruments, star charts on lecterns and placards. You can see then a large chamber containing 8 ornate chairs. Each chair has a very, very different design and aesthetic. One seems to have been grown using like the chitinous material that the Three Queen receptionist downstairs, that her entire body was made out of. This chair seems perfect for someone of her race or physique to sit in, but could be comfortably sat in by any one of you as well. Another is very obviously, to those from Tyrell, of dwarven make, but it also reminds you of some gnomish architecture you've seen. Another is incredibly small, very metallic. Looks like it could potentially, at least to you stats, fold up and fit in a suitcase. But is very gnomish and looks perfectly situated for you. The very strange thing about these ornate, high-backed chairs is that every single one of them is floating 5 feet off the ground. Each of them has 4 gems of differing colours, below which are projecting, as they glow, magical circles that seem to be helping them levitate.
is there a chair that is similar to that that Yars would have had explained to him.
There very
Before
much
he-
is. It is
He will go
very,
close to that one and run hand around it and admire it.
it's very, very ostentatious, very lavish, all golds and silvers and platinum. The chair's very comfortable as well, red velvet cushions. But there is the chair of an astral elf. This is from a very well-appointed astral elven vessel. As you go forward and situate yourself near that chair, a very pale human walks around the corner. They have short hair, white, blonde, almost white hair, incredibly like soft features, very slender, very pale skin. The most striking thing about them, though, is not their cheekbones or their facial structure. It is the fact that their eyes are entirely black, apart from the silver, the pure silver of the irises around their black pupils. And as they step forward, hello. It is a pleasure to meet, I think, at least some of you.
What colour jacket are they wearing?
Oh, it is a long, kind of very well-made brocade in green, but all of the floral design woven through it seems to be in gold thread.
On entering the room, when Hipley saw the windows, they immediately ran over and pretty much stuck their face to it. And on
Okay.
hearing hello, they look back over the shoulder. Hi.
Please, I don't often let cleaners in here. They tend to mess things up. Could you wipe that when you're done?
Oh, sorry. I step back and cast prestidigitation.
P magic. On the prestidigitation. Okay.
P magic on the window.
Okay. Wonderful. So they have sent at least one of you with talent here. You are an entire party of spelljammers, I am to assume?
Could we be?
Well, yes, if you all have arcane magical talent, then I can teach any of you.
No, we are just a group all together.
Must it be arcane?
More often than not, yes. It's legend. The last time someone with divine magic commanded a spelljammer helm. Feel free to search the bodies of dead gods out there in the astral sea and beyond for a divine helm. Unfortunately, we don't have one here. Though if you do ever find one, I will pay handsomely for it. And you can see, without even an insight check, there is an undisguised longing in their eyes.
Search for divine help.
Uh,
Recorded.
I think just two of us then.
And the two are yourself, obviously.
Myself,
Yars is just outright like watery-eyed, running his hands over this chair, thinking he'd never get to see it.
And I'm assuming the one making love
Brain
to
on
that
your
chair
chair?
with their eyes. Yes?
Yes.
And the rest of you are their crew?
Hopefully.
As such, yeah.
Yet to be decided.
I mean, there is nothing wrong with you, I suppose, auditing the lesson. It won't mean anything really to you. It won't help in your future endeavors. But I suppose Actually, that's a good idea. What would happen if your Spelljammer pilots were killed, you were stranded on a rock, with someone with arcane talent who'd never piloted a ship before? But you were all still alive. But these two were disintegrated. Perhaps you should sit in on the lesson. You'd be the first Corsman with intricate working knowledge of how to pilot your own ship. Oh, I'm terribly rude. I'm Sertha Absigen. At your service.
Serve it?
Sertha.
Serve
Sertha. SaeRthe.
I wish there wasn't more of, actually more of me in that. That was so bad. Surfer, as in silver.
The eyes.
Now, please, play close attention. What you're about to see is the best of the best when it comes to the training of spelljamming pilots out there.
Even my ears go forwards.
Believe me when I say this, I make talent look good. First of all, though, before any of you can sit in these chairs, you have to understand that spelljamming is a strange sensation, more akin to thinking about moving a limb than operating the controls of a machine or that little hand cannon you have there. I would ask those who are to be properly trained. Yaz, I believe, and Hipley. Hipley, first, what life event in your past drove you to live in this moment, right now?
The death of my mother. Or I should say I've been told of the death of my mother. I wasn't there.
Tell me where you wish to be 1 year from now. What shall the cosmos make of you?
Making my mother proud across the astral sea and exploring.
Very good. Yaz. Something inside you is holding back. Would you tell me what it is, or leave it, with perchance it poisoning your ability to fly?
Gosh, well, I don't feel that, given my lineage, it should be a hindrance. I wouldn't worry. I'm not.
Yes, you do come from good stock, don't you?
So I've been told.
Tell me honestly, in the time you have spent here so far already, who among your friends and fellow cadets do you most respect?
Tom, sorry, this isn't the player panicking. Sorry, this isn't the character panicking. This is the player. Oh my god! He's going to look slightly over his shoulder at the Tabaxi Fang.
See everyone's head go, "Ah!"
I see this.
Yeah, and you hear it.
Not like, sort of like that one over there. Just more of a,
Okay. Very good.
Everyone takes notes.
First
one
to
to-
die, do not pick
Which
up.
one to leave? Alan?
Very well then, Fang. Where did you come from? Tell me a tale of your past. What should I know of you?
I look after my own. It's the only thing you need to know, really.
And you, little auto gnome, rare as you are among our halls here, where did you come from? I sense a great destiny in you.
I came from my creator.
As did we all, if the gods are to be believed.
I was created.
Yes, I suppose you, out of all of the sentient creatures in this room, or in fact this academy, or perhaps on this god-forsaken planet, are one of the only creatures that can truly say that. Perhaps there is some divine goal for you that your new friends here will help you meet. It's strange, of course, the way that spelljamming works. I can see some of you would be better at it with arcane talent than others, because some of you think quicker than others. Some of you are open to answer unanswerable questions quicker than others. If you want to sit in the chair, Yaz, you may do so. Do you sit in the chair?
He's going to sort of, again, just kind of take like maybe a 90 degrees on it,
Okay.
press the front, and sort of whilst holding the front of the jacket in place, turn round and sort of very etiquette-like sit back into the chair, legs round.
Hipley, this larger one over here will be much more comfortable for you.
Oh, thank you.
Comfort is everything, my dear.
Yeah, Hipley walks over, holds, chewing it down. Less etiquette and more just keeping it over her belly.
This helm that you referred to, while it is constructed, as you get to it, it looks like it's been grown. All of the wood still has kind of little buds on it that look like they want to grow into branches. It looks like it's still alive, the wood used to make this chair. And as you sit in it, it does gently bend like a fresh sapling would as you press up against it, as it kind of conforms to your figure. The both of you, though, as you sit in these helms, there is a sensation of falling back into water. It is a shock all at once, but it's not cool. It's very comfortable. Not as hot as a bath would be, but you can imagine yourself laying there on a hot summer's day in a body of water, just taking in the quiet solitude of the moment. It is then that all of your friends around you, you can see them, you can perceive their position in the room, but they are giants compared to you. They are 100 times your size. And that's when you notice each other. You cannot feel the sensation of yourselves in the chairs. You can't even sense the chairs exist. However, what you can now see as you stare across this open expanse of marble is two very small spelljamming ships in miniature, about 28 centimeters tall, with a base that'll fit in a 5-foot square, a 1-inch square. Sorry.
I moved mine to C2.
Cool. But there is an obstacle course of other miniatures and like some little ornaments, desk ornaments, and you feel a sensation in your mind as an illusion appears on the desk in front of you with an arrow pointing for you to follow. I'd like you to both roll me an Arcana check. Hipley, I would like you to roll with advantage.
Ooh. So they have a reroll.
Jesus Christ.
With advantage?
Yars is there, 1 dice. Yeah! Tony's there, advantage. Can I have a reroll?
What you didn't see is it was natural 1, hit the wall, and then came off it.
Yes!
Well, I rolled a natural 1 and a 6, so yeah, I'm going to take a reroll.
Okay.
17.
17.
16.
Okay. Even though it would appear the ship being currently commanded by Yars is slightly ahead from you, Hipley, your ship moves off first. The open and honest nature of your answers and the quick way you answered, as if you were bearing your heart, you feel your connection to the helm. It's like walking or breathing. As soon as you imagine yourself moving forwards, it immediately jumps forwards. It does take a little longer for Yarz's to start up. However, when it does so, you begin to move neck and neck, very comfortably moving around all the obstacles as the illusory arrow guides your journey until you bring the 2 small spelljamming ships back to their original positions. The feeling of floating is gone, and you sit up in the chairs. Well, not a bad start. I can see great potential in both of you. I suppose it'll be a wrestling match between you to see who will pilot on any given moment. Oh, gods forbid you were ever put on a spelljamming ship with 2 helms. That'd be a fun journey. I might actually charter a cabin. For now, though, you know where the Nexus is. You will be called for when I need you, for lessons and such. I'm sure there are other things requiring your attention.
Thank you. Do we need to requisition supplies or anything?
No.
Huh.
Keep them for dining in the finer parts of the cafeteria, as I do. However, I do not like those things. And the nod gestures towards your pistol. I understand your racial connection to them. If you could cover it up in future.
Sure.
They are of the physical. This is a temple to the metaphysical, the astral.
Oh. Okay.
You seem perturbed by this.
It just means a lot to me. It's another connection to my mother.
I sense that, which is why I'm not asking you to leave it in your dorm.
Thank you. I will cover it. Hike up my shirt a bit and put it over my belt.
Well, au revoir, as they say in some parts of Tyrrell. Was that perhaps a different world?
Arriva Blurky?
Tatty bye. And she wanders back. They wander back off into the library.
Yeah, a giant rest of them wherever they were stood. headset lift, I guess.
Before
During this whole thing, Fang was paying very close attention to everything
Okay.
to do with that.
Okay.
before Hipley even started speaking back, when it was over and we sat about the chair, Yars was slightly stroppily walking back towards to the elevator,
Okay.
trying best to hide it in more of a stern walk than who the stupid who you
And where are you off to now?
Helmets on and the sky dock, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Aye.
I believe so.
How does my helmet fit? Does it just fit on like the slightly skinnier part of my head?
Yes.
That's
It's basically like a sun visor. It's not even a proper helmet.
I would say
like
probably more like a swimming cap.
Gambling visor, like the yellow plastic.
On data references.
However, on your way to the Skydock then, for the rest of your orientation, we're going to leave it there for the first session. Not saying anything big's coming up. That's going to take a little time to sort out. But we're going to leave it there for now, just in case something big might come up, right?
Not saying, but
But yes,
That helps getting it.
yeah,
in that case, we'll go to
episode
the gym first.
episode 1 of Spelljammer Academy, Hot Shots Part 1, or Hot Shots Part 1, is done. Finally. For those of you in chat who are still with us, thank you very much. This genuinely, for some reason, just could never get going. It was my fault. I delayed it. Then Nick delayed it.
And it was my fault.
Then Sparky forgot he'd booked a 2-week holiday to Tenerife.
I don't book it. Wife books it.
Where, by the way, he is right now.
Yeah, it's not always going to look like this.
At some point, it will be in landscape mode, not portrait. But yes, finally, we got there. We got to start Spelljammer. I'm very glad that we did, because I've been very excited to do this. I've been using my Adventurers League party as a guinea pig for the latter part of this adventure.
How many of them did you kill at the start?
Oh, they never played this bit.
They never made it that far.
You can't scare Adventurers League players in the first hour. They might not come back, and they're paying you.
Yeah, get the money.
You guys, I'm running this for free, so I can kill you as many times as I want. But yes, thank you everyone, obviously, for playing. I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll talk about it more in a bit, obviously, once we're off stream. But I hope you, who are watching, enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed the player characters, the NPCs, but there will be much more of Spelljammer, as there's many more sessions of the Academy and beyond for us to play through. But yes, we will be back next week with Spelljammer Academy. But before then, very important news. Some of those people are in chat. At least one of them is currently on screen right now playing with us on Sunday night. An hour earlier than this one, only because we want to get a 4-hour session in before everyone starts dropping off and going to bed. Yes. Strahd Must Die Tonight, a fun Halloween one-shot that's going to be spooky, but also as camp as I can possibly make it, a la Hammer Horror Dracula. I want to bite your leg, is going to be said at least once on Sunday
Suck my
night.
what?
But yes, please join us around about 7 here on the 30th of November, Sunday night. Same bat channel, same bat place, for 4 hours of Strahd Must Die Tonight. But until then, thank you very much to those who have watched. Thank you very much to those who will watch. Take care. Stay safe. We love you guys. And Goodbye, players.
Goodbye,
Bye,
players.
players.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.